Hi, action figure collectors, model collectors all around and between around Dollywood. Welcome back to Caspian Shows. I'm here with another edition of a Ken, and this is my first doll from the Barbie Dream Besties line. And here we have the Ken. I have been kind of anticipating him for a while. I waited till he went down on sale for. I think I got him for like $11 and like maybe 90 cents or 30 cents or something like that on Amazon. He came in a couple of days ago, and I'm excited because this line, I wasn't really keen on them at first, and I'm still not. I just kind of was just thinking and looking like some one of a kind creations created from this line, and just thinking about them in general. When they first came out, I really had the idea to want to do like some customs on them because I really miss Ever After High, and they really give that vibe. They look just like Ever After High doll. Now I can name quite a few lines that these dolls really are similar to that have came out in like the past 6 years, but we're not going to do that today. I kind of want to stick on to the resemblance of like Ever After High. They did give like a little bit of My C mixed with like a little bit of Bratz, like Mattel Bratz and stuff like that. But overall, they're mostly Mattel High. I mean, Ever After High. But if you know the background of Ever After High, it's all technically the same because Ever After High came after Monster High, and we all know like the story behind all of that. So at the end of the day, it's still basically Mattel trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to make Barbie and her friends look a lot younger, and basically be people who they just basically created concept. Well, not created concept, kind of like I don't even want to say inspire. I want to just say borrowed concepts. That's a better term here or phrase because yeah, I do love the artwork. The accessories I think are quite cool. Everything that he comes with, he's really dark, especially like compared to the rest of the line. I hope we get more characters added in. The artwork's always really cute for this line. But here's his little profile. He loves filming. He wants to create viral videos about the environment and protecting animals. Here are some activities. You know, my favorite color is blue. So yeah, these are being made by Mattel. There's just some kind of look here, the video, the YouTube, the show. I I watched season one. It's okay. It's to me, it's kind of cringy. I can't really get into it or nothing like that. I just kind of like watch it to keep up with tab, see the fashion, see the talks, just keep up with certain little stuff. That's really why I watch these shows to kind of spark an interest. And usually when I do, I binge watch it. Like I'll watch all the little series and maybe like an hour or however long it lasts just to catch up, see what background characters, get little ideas to create custom characters if they don't release more dolls. Because they do have a black guy in the show where he should be like a black Ken, and some other characters that I think should get dolls in the show. They don't have names or anything like that, but that definitely needs to change because technically they kind of do have names if you keep up with like all the Dreamhouse shows and series and stuff like they do where they do introduce the characters. They're pretty much usually the same, and they just like finally come out with dolls. Y'all know what I mean. But with all the ranting and talking out the way, I want to go ahead and get into the reason why we here this fake ass daring charming. Let's do it. And no, I'm not crazy about the box, but I do have to admit that it was easy. Damn, I dropped my little decorations. I do have to admit that it was easy. Um, Here is the Malibu skateboard. But look, I want to show y'all this. It's kind of like a book or whatever. Like it closes out. I'll probably keep it like this because I just don't know. I'll probably get more dolls from this series and probably do some type of collection piece with all the art or something like that. But yeah, I think he's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I love the fact that he looks really soft. He doesn't look um, like your stereotypical jockey. They did give him an outfit that's slightly fashion forward. I'm here for it. Here's his board. Everybody don't have to be the same. Men should not all be out here trying to be the same. I think that is a very big problem with society. Embrace your differences. Embrace people's differences everyone is not the same, and everyone don't want to be the same. Hell. Here is our ice cream cone that he has. Now, this right here, I'm definitely going to paint like a blue color, maybe like a teal or something like that. Okay, pink ice cream. It says Sunshine State, mine. Okay, so we got some Florida going on here because the last time I checked, I thought Florida was the Sunshine State. Maybe it changed to California. Maybe I'm not. It's some things that I'm not hip to that I just don't know. But to me, Florida is going to always be the Sunshine State, honey. Here his sunscreen, 61. His Sunny Day cell phone. There's his case. He has his shades and his fanny pack bag. His hair is really, really hard. So I'm going to go ahead and take him out. I do really appreciate that the box was easy. Well, okay, so he's not going to need a stand. He will stand on his own. I must say that's a good thing. So he must be pretty sturdy. I haven't really held him yet. But I do love his light blue Dunks or Air Force Ones. They have like a little M on it where the Nike chip will be at, inspired. He has a strap close and everything. Now, I do want to say that this is really giving Cali, because I see a lot of Cali boys that that wear Air Force Ones, but they usually have like low tops. They're usually dirty, and they're usually all white. So this is definitely giving them a little bit more fashion forward approach to that. He looks like he's taking care of them. And I love his shades. I have several shades in this design. Maybe like some inspired Ray-Bans. And he has like a good quality. I know it's not functional, but it feels pretty good. Same thing with the outfit. It's a big step up from what they're doing with like fashionista papery clothes. It actually feels like fabric. He has like a molded base of his hair underneath, like with a size in the back are or the low haircut fade. The top is like just kind of curl over with all like or like just swoop side parted over and like a little cute style that he's wearing. But it's really, really hard. I can't wait to wash it. I'll probably give him like a reroot and edit, but if they stay on sale long enough, I'm definitely going to be getting me another one. Definitely getting me another one of these Kens so I can do a custom on. I would get the other one and probably make him just a little bit darker so I could at least have two. Who knows? Maybe they might go down even lower one day and I might be able to get another one so I could do another custom. Or hopefully they'll just give us more boy dolls. Maybe that will be the case. But if they do make a boy doll of a character, if I decide to do one of the characters from the shows, so what? I'll probably change it even further. Or, honestly, I might just make like my own characters because I was looking at them AKs, the one of a kinds that they were doing with these, y'all, and they look straight up like Ever After High. Once they take off all of this paint, the eyes and the lips and all of that stuff, do a reroot and everything, you can't even tell. You would think that these are Ever After High dolls. And they're giving them like all different type of fantasy look, different colors, dressing them up in like, regalia, regal type of clothes that fit like the aesthetic of Ever After High. It's really, I like it. I didn't see a lot of them, but the ones that I did see were really, really cool. And I think it would give a good result. And they also make like really, really good villain characters. If you're good at like doing dark fantasy type of characters and like drawing the art right there, these head sculpts look really, really good for villain characters. I seen a couple of those too, and it just really, really blew my mind. Um, his body type is really cool to me because he doesn't really have like the defined abs that we're used to seeing with Ken, and I think that's really, really cool. Because every Ken that I have has like a six pack, at least like 98% of them, 97% of them, they do. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna move on. Do love the palm tree there, the green palm that he has in his hand. He has cool blue eyes, like blue eyes. It's pretty much like a traditional Ken with that. Now the screening does look a lot like my scene. The screening does, but just the head sculpt in general, the nose, like the lips, the proportions and everything. The head's like a little bit wider than my scene, but they are about the same height. But overall, the inspiration is there. Like you have to give props due, credit due or whatever. But these dolls are like Ever After High more than I think Mattel Bratz and My Scene put together. I always thought that these dolls were the dolls that like Mattel wanted to do. Maybe they're like leftover My Scene scraps. I mean, Ever After scraps, and they just gave us these because they can't do Ever After anymore because of the thing with Disney. So now that they have their license back with Disney, they're like, okay, we're gonna risk it. We got these new clothes that we wish that we could have did for like Mattel Bratz, and we're gonna put these on these new Ever After High dolls. That's what it really, really gave me from the beginning, and now even more, I'm like riding with it more. So like, I'm just gonna use these and do my little customs for Ever After High because I totally missed out on them when Ever After High came. That was right when I